Most automakers have brandish bundles. However, what number of offer honest-to-goodness sports autos like the Miata? Current Mazdas by and large convey liveliness in an alluring bundle, and those two qualities function admirably together in the 2017 Mazda MX-5 Miata RF. RF remains for retractable fastback, the body style that raises the Miata's visual interest. Be that as it may, how does the driving knowledge change when you decide on a 6-speed programmed transmission? We drove 2017 MX-5 Miata RF programmed and manual models amid the Pebble Beach Auto Week to discover. In reality, no. So far this logbook here, Mazda lets us know the conventional Miata soft-top body style is offering about equally contrasted with the RF. The conventional Miata is the approach if your financial plan is tight. The $25,790 Sport Construct display isn't offered in light of the RF, which conveys a base cost of $32,430 in club shape. That is $2,755 more than a non-RF Miata Club. Go for the marginally more casual Grand Touring trim, and the value trips to $33,495, or $2,555 more than a non-RF Miata. On the off chance that you need to value the Miata's lively backdrive bundle without the 6-speed manual transmission, a 6-speed auto is $1,480 on the delicate Mazda Just Sport, $730 on the Club, and $1,205 on the Grand Touring. Before you enter the Miata's Sport mode, the 6-speed program is now responsive as a rule. The move handle itself looks somewhat like a manual transmission shifter, in spite of the fact that on the off chance that you were hoping to conceal your Miata's programmed transmission, the PRNV to one side of the move boot gives it away. I wish the manual modes didn't auto-upshift. There's a manual door on the move stop, and the auto has speedy responding paddle shifters. However, in general, this is a decent programmed. Contingent upon your circumstance. In any case, the manual still merits thought. The program is great, yet it features as far as possible. Rather than being more associated with the driving background and utilizing a radiant shifter, you put your foot down on the quickening agent pedal and sit tight for the auto's 155 horsepower and 148 pounds-to-foot of torque to go to work. I didn't discover the Miata RF as underpowered when I drove the manual transmission since I wasn't as centered around speeding up. Up until now, 59% of RF purchasers have picked the manual, which Mazda says is considerably more than the last-gen Miata's hardtop show. Soft-top purchasers, since January, have run with the manual around 65% of the time. Engine Trend has tried the Miata soft-top quickening from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 5.8 seconds and the RF in 6.4 seconds. Both of those autos had 6-speed manuals. A Grand Touring soft-top with a 6-speed auto achieved 60 miles per hour in 6.8 seconds, so a Miata RF with a program may take over 7.0 seconds to hit 60 miles per hour. The MX-5 Miata in RF shape is much to greater extent a street star than the consistent model. While at supper off Highway 1 in Monterey one night, I looked as another coffee shop stopped his auto and, hypnotized, strolled straight to the machine gray metallic Miata RF I was driving, and not to the delightful Jaguar-E-type drop-top he needed to drive past to stop. I like the Miata RF's styling, as well, however could manage without the anticipated impact those additional boards have on race perceivability. One might be a blindside free path change on the standard Miata with its best down requires a smidgen more work on the RF for drivers who look behind themselves to supplement what the mirrors appear. Some portion of the Miata's allure is its 2-second manual best operation. On the Miata RF, the best takes a respectable 13 seconds to stow or return back to its coupe-like shape. That is fine, however I truly wish the best could be worked at speeds higher than its 6-mile-per-hour restraint. Soft-top convertible contenders with tops that capacity up to around 30 miles per hour give the flexibility of going best up, down at a stoplight without stress of a green light seeming speedier than you figured it would. Simply quicken gradually, and the auto will proceed with its collapsing or unfurling. At the point when Motor Trend initially drove the MX-5 Miata RF, Mazda disclosed to us that below most extreme speed wide set the likelihood of long hair getting cleared into the mechanicals. The Miata wouldn't be the enjoyable to drive sports auto it is if Mazda attempted to take into account all body sorts and statures. That is the reason I'm not going to blame the Miata for not fitting me. I'm almost 6 feet 5 inches. but rather anybody more than 6 feet should take care to locate a happy with pushing position before heading out from the dealership and toward your most loved thrilling street. Ruly. However, this is something shoppers ought to do on each auto, regardless of whether it's a Miata CX-9 or F-150. The RF display, coincidentally, has 36.8 feet of headroom to the consistent Miata's 37.4 inches, however they both have around 4.5 cubic feet of trunk space. On the off chance that I were occupied with a Miata and could fit my better than expected tallness self inside less demanding, I would avoid the RF show. I can perceive any reason why it's as of now so well known inside the Miata lineup, with a hard vest that gives greater security and included style. All things being equal, I need the capacity to drive top down and, at an impulse or seeing activity ahead, set the best backup at speed. My Miata would be a manual transmission, soft-top variation in either the Club or Grand Touring trim. Furthermore, as much as I prefer Mazda's new signature machine gray metallic outside shading, I'd choose the brighter shading to amplify the interest of the body-hued boards on the highest points of the inside entryway board.